Is it common in your friend group, we can even narrow this down to the members or former members of ASAP, that there will be a certain amount of banter or rude messages exchanged between each other? Is that fair to say?
What, with all the members?
Is that how you guys talk to each other? That's my question.
Yeah.
Have you called other members a pussy? Is that, a pejorative?
Yeah.
That wasn't something that you singled out to call the defendant. That is exchanged between members of ASAP, correct?
Yeah, I mean, the men always going through things.
I believe you said that you, on cross-examination, that you had also exchanged messages like that with Illz, but you said it's because you guys are like brothers. Is that fair?
Yeah, with Barry to have arguments with. You're gonna argue with your brother.
You testified that on cross that there was a period of time after the shooting that your name was not publicly associated as the victim in this case. Is that correct?
Correct.
Do you know when did that change?
When Jabari posted my car and said Snitch ass N-word ratted on my brother.
Okay. And you said that was on Instagram?
Yeah, that was true.
Do you know approximately the date that happened?
That was the day Rocky got locked up. Coming back from Barbados, I believe, on the plane. And he was still in custody.
And after Jabari said that, did you see that reported anywhere publicly?
It was everywhere.
What do you mean it was everywhere?
Literally everywhere. Every major little news outlet.
Okay. Your Honor, I have just an example of that on Marcus Peoples 22.
Is that a screenshot? This was on, what is it?
Yeah, I believe it is, yeah. Yes.
Or I project the news outlet.
He can like this. Approach with this yet to be numbered document. Do you recognize what you see there?
Yeah.
And what is that?
From No Jumper.
What's no jumper?
Internet outlet, like a media.
Okay.
It's 22.
Sheriff, can you speak out just a little louder? Maybe the jury, I'm having a little trouble hearing.
I'm going to put it on the screen just so you can see. So, showing you what I marked as People's 22, you said this was a post from No Jumper, correct?
Yeah, correct.
On the social media platform formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay. And this was one example of you being named as the victim associated with this case, correct?
Yeah.
And if the date is marked as April 20, 2022, does that sound about the time that that happened to you? If you don't know the dates, that's fair, but
The days that what happened to me.
that you were named as the victim
Oh, yeah.
publicly. And not only were you named as the victim in this case, but you were labeled a snitch, correct?
Yeah.
What connotation does that have in the rap world that you were a member of at that time?
Hold the objection.
I mean, can you say that again?
Yeah, is that a positive thing to be labeled a snitch?
No.
What does it mean?
It means you canceled. But it's kind of weird because I don't know. I have my own theory about that.
Okay. I'm going to move on to talking about your text exchange with John Ephron, who was, you testified before, was Rocky's manager, correct?
Yes.
You're going to have a 8-page document, marked April 23.
What is it?
Text messages with John Ephron.
It's 8 pages of text.
It is. These texts with John.
We haven't seen it yet.
Well, they introduced the I'm getting ish, so.
I understand you haven't seen this exhibit.
That's fine, if you talk.
Go ahead and do it.
Okay, thank you. No objection.
Mr. Ephron, I'm going to show you the cover page here. First message is a little difficult, but I can go down. Do you recognize what we see here? I know the number's blocked out, but do you recognize this to be your text messages with John, the person that you referred to as the defendant's manager?
Yeah, this is like a legit text.
Speaking to the microphone.
Yes, that looks like a legit text.
Okay. And you say that looks like a legit text because this came off of your phone, correct? And the reason why we have your phone is because you walked your phone into an NYPD precinct. Is that correct?
Yeah.
You gave it to the police.
I did.
And you allowed them to make a digital copy of everything on your phone, correct?
I did.
Do you know that that was all given to the defense too?
No.
Okay. You know that now?
Yeah.
Your first message with John starts November 7th, 2021 at 12:04 in the morning. I know that actually it's really small part to see, correct? Can you see that?
Yeah.
So we're talking, if that's your first message to John, that would be after the shooting, correct?
Yeah, like 45, so I would know.
And do you remember what it was that you texted him?
That right there?
Yeah.
First,
I know it's just an icon, but do you remember what it was?
Picture of the bullet.
It was a picture tracker.
Yeah, well,
And then you texted him again, 12:04. Looks like a screenshot of a text message conversation, correct?
yeah, I texted him, me and Rocky's conversation.
Okay. Again at 12:04. You sent him another message. What did you say in that?
Rocky shot at me.
Rocky, shoot at me.
Right. Yeah, Rocky shot at me.
Okay. 12:04 still. Your next message?
One bullet, raised my
Okay,
hand.
yes, speaking to the microphone.
One bullet, raised my hand.
There was a typo. You meant to say raise my hand.
Yeah, I did a lot of technical on there. I was shaking. I was like shaking.
You were sending these text messages quickly, back to back to
Yeah,
back.
back to back.
Okay. Then you sent him another photograph, correct?
Yes.
Now we're at 12:12, so about 8 minutes later. And then another photograph at 12:12, almost 12:13, correct?
Correct.
And immediately under that, you texted him at 12:13, this Illz.
Let me see the top one. That must have been his.
Yeah, it was a photograph. It's not
Okay, yeah. So
shown
that's.
there.
So I showed him Bill's conversation, trying to like lure me in.
You took a
I
screenshot.
took a screenshot of Bill's conversation, showed him to let him know it was authentic, that this is real.
Okay. So now we're at 12:13, which would be what? 11 minutes after your first message. 12:15. 2 or 3 minutes later, what was the next message you sent to him?
They set me up.
And then 12:16. A few seconds after that message.
If I didn't grab Bill, I'd be dead.
You gotta speak up.
I'm tired.
Well, can you read it
Promise
one more
finish
time?
for the day.
Can you read that one? That one, because it was hard to hear you.
If I didn't grab Illz, I'd be dead.
Again, at 12:16, you sent him another screenshot. I know it's hard to see, but was it all the missed calls?
That's what this called.
All right, now we're going to jump ahead in time from 12:16 to 12:37. Sorry, it's hard to see. 12:37, you sent him another picture, correct?
Correct.
Then, again, 12:37, almost 12:38, you texted him.
He's losing it.
And finally, at 12:38, you sent him that text message that the defense showed you saying, "I'm getting itch," correct? Or "I'm get itch."
I meant to I'm getting irritated or like, yeah, irritated. That wasn't, I get rich.
I
And
understand
that
that.
didn't fit in the content. If you look at the whole conversation, that I was right there.
So what I'm asking is, that's, that message was sent 34 minutes after the first message that you sent to John, correct?
Yes, if it says right there, yes.
And, yeah, again, because you don't, as you sit here now, 3 years later, can you say that you specifically remember dates and very specific times? Okay. But if it says, if it's timestamped from your phone that that's what that happened, you don't take issue with that.
No, I wouldn't take issue if it came from my phone.
So when you texted him, "I'm getting itch" or "irritated," that's over a half an hour after you sent him the first message, and he hasn't responded to a single one of your messages, correct?
Who, John?
Yes.
I don't know if he responded. I think he responded.
Did you see a response in there?
Is this just my text messages?
This is your thread with him. Did you see a response from him?
Do you have a response from him?
I'll approach. You can go through it. You tell me if you see a response.
I kind of remember 2 years ago.
I get it.
You want to get to the background, just on the check to the leading, which is an answer. They don't like it, they tell us the answer, and they go on, it's just not right.
That's
No speaking objection.
Sorry.
Speaking
Right,
objection.
sorry. Leading.
So there's no question pending.
I think the question pending was, did you see a response from John?
No.
You are asking legal questions, right?
I'm just trying to speed it along there, but I will refrain. My apologies.
So if John was to hit me, it would be somewhere down here or something. I need this text message or while we look. If he was, it would be under here.
If he was, I mean, I can show you what it looks like on the other ones. But
Yeah.
There's a blue bubble.
Oh,
You
so
see
he
a
would
blue
be.
bubble
No,
on
no, I
it?
don't. I don't.
Okay. Great. Was that the context you were talking about? The when you were testifying earlier?
Say that again, please.
Sorry, I'll withdraw that question with this meeting. The text message that you sent to Justin about wanting the defendant's money, was that sent before or after the shooting on November 6th, 21 at 10:17 p.m.?
It was after the shooting.
Oh. Yeah, Your Honor. I can stop there and we can go on to.
All right, we'll take the break now, folks. Please be outside the courtroom doors at 10:30 on Monday. Please don't discuss the case.